Welcome everybody to episode 3 of Stiga NHL Rod Hockey World with Chris and Luke. I'm Chris and here is my son Luke.
Hello.
And if you remember from last week's episode, we were discussing our teams, our collection that we have, and the versions that we have in home, away and alternate.
In alphabetical order.
Yeah, and we're starting in alphabetical order, continuing that on. This episode we're going to do the next 5 teams. So without more ado, let's go on to the Calgary Flames, who we have in the away version, which is the latest in the stock that's provided. And in this case, the goaltender who we've depicted here is Carey Romo from last year, and his pads were basically plain white. So basically white all over, no trim. The good thing about this is that this season, I know that they've signed Jonas Hiller from the Anaheim Ducks from last year. So with the white pads, when I'll just put him back in, when he starts playing this season, whoever's the most dominant tender, we could make an adjustment to those pads and put the trim on there if required. I think you'll like this next set. This is the older version of the Calgary Flames.
The alternate
the alternate version from a few years back now, probably 2005, 2006. And so the goaltender that we've painted here with his gold pads was Mika Kiprasov from way back when in the 2005-2006 season. I'll just put him up nice and close so you can see. So you can see the detail and the trim on there. And I should say, I'll just put him down, that basically when we're going to do the painting of the players and the pads, is that we'll look at the websites and get still pictures of them from Google and Google Images and type in the name, and basically a series of photos come up, and that's how we get the designs and the colours from those pictures. Right,
so next up is the Carolina Hurricanes.
Carolina Hurricanes. Now we only have one version of the Carolina Hurricanes. The original version was the all red. Unfortunately, we missed out on those. Would have been good to have them, but we'll keep our eye out in case they come out again. And the goaltender that we have here is Anton Khudobin, who kind of took over from Cam Ward last season. And there his pads, he has a little bit of red and black trim on his white pads, which looks really good. Okay, so that's Khudobin. Put him down, and they're the Carolina Hurricanes. Looking out for that home red, hopefully coming out in the future.
Next up is Corey Crawford from the Chicago Blackhawks.
So Chicago Blackhawks, which is another original stock. And the goaltender that we have, as Lucky said, was Corey Crawford. So obviously we're looking out for any away version or an alternate version of the Chicago Blackhawks. And you can see his gold pads depict what he wore last season. Quite a bit of detail there. Steady hand required, wasn't it, Lucky?
Yes.
But I think it makes it much nicer. And on the back there is a little bit of red trim there, a little bit of black at the top. So again, just taken from still photos from the 2014 season of Corey Crawford. Okay, put him back. Okay, Lukey, who's up next? Which team?
Are the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Columbus Blue Jackets. Now we have, as you can see, both home and away versions of the Columbus Blue Jackets. And just like the Carey Romo version, goaltender Sergei Bobrovsky, who's their goaltender, just has the plain white pads. So there's the home version. So no trim on that yet, but obviously being plain white, and most of them will usually make changes from year to year, so we can always add more to that. So I'll just put him back down, and that's the away version. Same again, plain white, but obviously we can make some changes to that if he decides to put some trim on his pads for this season. So there's Columbus, both home and away. And Lukey, our final team for today's episode?
Yes.
Who we got?
Colorado Avalanche.
Sorry?
Colorado Avalanche.
Colorado Avalanche. So we've got them home and away. And these are from original stock as well. And Varlamov, who is their goaltender, we have in 2 different versions. Same design on the pads, but there's the home version. And you might be able to see that maroon there that we used, we actually had to make that colour. because the paints didn't come exactly how we wanted. So that was a little bit of fiddling around. I'll just put him down and I'll put the other away version up, and you can see the maroon trim on the white there, and a little bit on the glove. So that is Varlamov from the Colorado Avalanche. Okay, we'll put him down. Alright, so there are our next 5 teams. I hope that you've got a few ideas. Perhaps if you are interested in painting your goaltenders, or even your team, the hockey players that go on the ice. And we'll see you for the next episode, episode 4, where we'll discuss the next 5 teams in alphabetical order. From now on, we'd like to hear some comments, or even show us some of the things that you've done to your game or players.
And videos.
Videos, sure, we love it. We're prepared to take anything else on board. But till then, we'll see you next time. Enjoy your hockey.
See ya.